You, what's happening? What's up, people? Wait for this to build up a little bit. Oh my God. Oh, okay, so I don't understand this. I really fucking don't. The weak greatness, what's up? Waiting for it to build up. Fuck, man. What the fuck is the Gmail? Why the fuck? I just don't understand it. What the fuck?
Alright, 4:45. What time is it? 4:15?
3:17.
Yeah.
It's just a weak greatness so far, huh? Fuck. Okay. How the fuck? There it is. What's up, AJ? Am I up for some StreamYards today? AJ, hold the fuck on, would you? Fucking Christ. So there's like a meme my buddy did of me. Well, he was my buddy. He actually betrayed me, piece of shit. When we did that comedy thing, Philly Fencing. No, I'm talking to,
I'll see you later.
look, here, I'm going to show you something. This is what this dude did. Oh, come here.
That's fucked up.
Fucking StreamYards changed a lot. There's all this different shit. I'd have to have my brother explain this shit to me. Referral link? What the fuck? Yeah. Open with. Stop sharing. Okay. Share your referral link. I got 6 people up in here. That's another reason why I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man. I can't comfortably stream. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, my roommate just went to work, so that's good. But I buy this kid a fucking laundry bag and leaves his dirty clothes over top of the laundry bag. I can't win, man. I'm telling you, I can't fucking win. Just too much. What's up? Chill. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fucking kind of tired, man. I should get a full 5 days of work in this week. Yep. You see the Dodgers lost to the Cubs. No, I don't really follow. I don't really like baseball that much. Too many fucking games. I might watch some playoff baseball, but you know, 160 some games. That's fucking insane. That's just insane. Who else is here? I only see the Weak Greatness, AJ, and Chill. So, who else is here? I see 8 people and only 3 people visible. So there's 5 of you that are lurking. It's hard for me to even follow politics anymore. I mean, it's just become such bullshit. I mean, just about every day, some judge is trying to block what Trump is trying to do. Like, it's just wrong. The weed is heat, 96. What's up? Spying. All right, come on, AJ. Bring AJ on here. Bust his balls. Probably half hit in the ass. He claimed he was sober last week, so we'll see. We'll see, won't we? I'm almost 23 months sober. I'll be 62 on Wednesday. And I will have officially outlived my father and mother. Kill Tony. Let me see if I can get that on my free app. I did see him do that Kill Tony. Some of that shit was funny. I watched the first episode of The Godfather of Harlem on that for the new season today. Kill Tony, right? I wonder what the fuck. So that was 85. I'm going to be 62 on the 16th. This is Kill Tony, Kill or Be Killed. It doesn't say when it was uploaded. Oh, AJ. What's up, AJ?
What up? Not much. Sorting shit out here. I got a bunch of stuff out of storage.
You still drinking?
Storage, my brother's garage.
You still drinking?
Nah. No
Come
more.
on, AJ, don't lie to me. You're
Where to
fucking
go?
you're pounding them steel reserves.
Nope. Been a month and 3 weeks. I'm done, bro. I can't do it anymore.
Smoking up a storm now, huh?
Not really. Just trying to fucking cut it all out. But
Oh yeah, 4-7. So the Kill Tony. So this Kill Tony is 4/7/2025. Chill. Yeah, I can get it. I'll probably watch it. See how fucking long it is. It's a little over 2 hours. What's up, Richie? Richard. What's all that fucking noise, AJ?
people out on the street.
You got a couple cars going by real quick.
Yeah.
AJ lost some weight. No, I think that's the camera. AJ ain't lost no weight. That's the fucking camera. He claims he ain't drinking anymore.
No, dude.
Stand up. Let the camera see your gut.
I got a gut.
Yeah, you were a bit portly. You were somewhat portly.
I guess. Yeah, I went to the beach yesterday. It's nice, dude.
Would you scare all the girls?
To get this.
You took your shirt off and all the women left.
This is what I went to get.
What is it?
It's this drawing of a giraffe. But anyway, then while I was over there, my brother's like, "You want to get all the rest of your shit?" I was like, "Might as well."
You drew a giraffe?
Yeah, it was a while ago for my niece's birthday.
Can we see it? We can't really see it.
for my niece's birthday a while ago. I didn't even think of it, but something came up that reminded me of it.
It's not half bad, actually. I'm surprised.
But
Cyberbully said you look healthier.
oh, thanks, bro. Feel better.
Well, give it a few minutes. His mental state will start to change your opinion. You know what I mean? Just give it a few minutes. That's all. He's got the Steel Reserve and the White Cup.
Nah. I got tea. nah, I got some coffee. But
You talked to the Mexican girl lately?
nah. Not in a long time.
And she was your girlfriend for how long? 6, 7 years, right?
No, like almost 11, but on and off. Yeah, and then shit just got too nutty, so
So Trump's winning with the tariffs. Over 75 countries. Over 75 countries bent the knee.
no.
That's true.
No, it's not. One country, Zimbabwe, did.
No, over 75 countries bent the knee. Yes, they did.
No.
You don't even understand tariffs. You don't understand it. All they got to do is take their tariffs away, and we'll take our tariffs away. That's called reciprocal tariffs. Most of it, that's what it is. Now, when you look at a country like Japan, they sell millions of cars to Americans. They don't buy one from us. That's that's a trade imbalance. You know, they got to start buying some fucking cars. It's fucking bullshit. We're the big dogs. We're the big dogs on the block, or AJ. We're the big dogs. Do you understand? The big dogs should be making
the big dogs.
What's that? What's that? We're the biggest. We're the biggest economy in the world. Nobody even comes close.
Right.
Nobody even comes
China's
close.
pretty close.
No, they're not. They're not. And all China does is steal our secrets and sell us cheap shit. They don't buy from us nowhere near what they sell, and then they tariff the shit out of it and charge us even more. But somehow Trump is wrong.
They just raised tariffs.
Somehow Trump is wrong for trying to make it fair.
Yeah, well, he just reversed it also.
My brother said China isn't even in the same neighborhood as the USA. Actually, nobody's even close to us, AJ. We're the big dog. And we've been giving away the farm for decades.
All you do is repeat what Trump says. Meanwhile, plenty of economists disagree.
Listen to me. I don't have to just listen to what he says. It's a fact. No one is disputing the fact that other countries are taking advantage of us. No one. No one. See, AJ, if I say the sky's blue and you can stick your head out the window and see that the sky is blue, then it doesn't matter if Hitler says it's blue. The sky is blue. Do you understand? So it doesn't matter if Trump says it or Biden says it. If it's true, it's true.
Well, plenty of top economists disagree, so
yeah.
I'd go with what they said.
Yeah, I know.
Over what Trump.
Yeah, I know. The paid experts on CNN and yeah, them people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AJ just lied. What did he lie about, Richie? Richie, come on and eviscerate him.
What did I lie about?
top economist.
Yeah, look it
You're
up.
lying. No,
Yep.
most of these people aren't even economists, AJ. They're fucking full of shit. That's who the left relies on. Liars.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All right. Look who's the fucking president, dude. Shit.
AJ, you're a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Wolf. Who's that? Richie, come on.
Yeah, he's talking about one. Plenty of others, dude.
You clearly don't understand how tariffs work.
Yeah, I do.
Just on the reciprocal tariffs, if you can get these countries to drop their tariffs, then Trump will drop the tariffs that he has on them. It's stupid, but the politicians have been letting other countries stick it up our ass. Trump's been talking about this for 40 years. Do you understand? 40 fucking years. Literally 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
But you don't care because you hate America.
Yeah, I hate America.
What's up, Jim?
Yeah. So
What's
how
up,
did
Jim?
AJ lie about the economy?
When he said all these other economists are saying that I just said, hang on, I gotta mute this one. There we go. Yeah, the economists are not saying that. You got assholes on, you got lib nuts on MSNBC that aren't economists who are saying it, but that's a hell of a sight different from saying economists are saying, because they're not.
They are.
No,
know what you're reading, dude.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I can play that stupid fucking game with you, AJ. They are not.
But
Look, it's very simple. Look, dum-dum. It's very simple, okay? If a country puts 110% tariff on the U.S., then the U.S. makes theirs 110%. That's what the word reciprocal means. If they then lower it to 75%, we lower it to 75%. Trump has stated that his goal is 0% tariffs.
Yeah,
He wants 0% tariffs. He doesn't want any tariffs. And the reason why is because one thing that people don't know about NAFTA was that NAFTA allowed Canada and Mexico to add certain tariffs to imported American goods, but we couldn't do the same fucking thing back to them. Now, how is that fair? That's why Trump did the USMCA and he replaced NAFTA with that, because it's not just a trade deal. It is an alliance that he's making between Canada and Mexico with the United States. It's called centralization and civilization, or civilizationism and mercantilism. What they're doing is he's trying to make regions in the world. Like in Europe right now, you've got a lot of countries that are trying to make regions, which is multiple countries together, banding together and trading together. And with the United States, Trump saw years ago when in his first term, he saw that with North America, which is the three countries, with North America, there's three things that we have. We have all the minerals that are needed here that we need to do all the computer chips for all the electronic shit, right? And we also have a great workforce between all three. And we also have the largest economy in the world. Now, Jimmy just told you, dude, that is a fact. We are the largest economy in the world. Now, right. China right now, I'm going to tell you something. China's going to lose this tariff war. And here's why. Because China right now, their economy is fucked. Their economy is so fragile right now because they base most of their economy on their real estate. And when Evergrande went out, the rest of the real estate market is crashing left and right. The only thing they have that keeps them afloat is the American people, us buying all their cheap shit. And what Trump is saying,
those prices are going to go up.
What Trump is saying to all of the other countries is, look, American corporations that went overseas, you come back to the United States, make your stuff here. You're going to have all the accompaniments of the United States, plus we're lowering your taxes. Or you stay over there and we're going to charge you 25%, and you're not going to sell your shit here because we can make our cheap shit here and keep it in the family,
Not
either
yet.
Canada, Mexico, or the United States. That's what he's saying.
Same
I don't give a fuck what you think you heard on MSNBC, which stands for
You
More
can't
Silly Nonsense
same
by
way
Chicks.
as China.
That's actually what he said. That's what he wants to do.
Good for him.
Of course, AJ's going to disagree with it.
Well, I don't give a fuck what AJ says. Jimmy, he's an idiot. He everything he says is moronic. What he says is like it's like repeating CNN and MSNBC, and they don't know their ass from their elbow.
Not bad.
I'm just sick and tired of people fucking lying about what Trump is trying to do for the United States. He's trying to tell people, look, NAFTA fucked you. Because instead of they sold it to us by saying things like, would you rather be the guy that puts the digital information onto a CD-ROM or the guy that glues the two pieces of plastic together? And that's how they sold it. But what happened was when the companies went south of the border and they started gluing those CDs, the digital guys also went with them. And all those jobs left. We lost millions of jobs because of NAFTA.
So AJ,
USMCA to throw NAFTA out and to say we're not getting ripped off anymore.
So AJ, so here's your big chance. You have the floor to refute what my brother said.
About what? I just told you, you're not going to be able to bring those jobs back from China. There's no way.
He already did the
There's
first
no way.
term. He already did the first term.
Because you're not going to be able to pay the employees
They were
here
coming
the same
back
as you
en
pay in
masse.
China.
And guess what? They're already coming back now. And Jimmy's correct. The word that went out was 75 countries have already reached out to the White House.
No.
And said they want to cut a zero tariffs deal. Do you not believe me? Okay, here it is right here.
I don't believe it.
Hang on, Jim. Let me show this dipshit. Okay, here we go. You ready?
What's it going to be, Gateway Pundit?
It's called Receipts. Okay? Now, I just said to you that it was said that 75 countries contact. White House refuses to provide list of countries it claims reached out. Now, this is from a left-wing independent. So it's saying right here, both President Trump and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent have claimed that as many as 75 countries have reached out to the Trump administration, hoping to make trade deals, but they appear unwilling to reveal who is on there. Now, why the fuck would they reveal who's on there before they've made the deal? You see what the independent is doing here? You dumb fucking libnuts don't understand business at all. So now they're trying to make an argument. Well, the Trump administration must be lying because they don't want to give up the list.
Well, they always lie.
Fuck you and the whore you wrote in on. Because they're not going to give a list of 75 countries that say, look, we haven't even made a deal yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got other countries out there that are like very few that are saying, no, we're not going to cut a deal with the United States. So let's talk this. BRICS, it's a piece of shit. It's underwater right now. You're not going to see BRICS take off. They thought BRICS, but all those countries, guess what? Except for like Iran, India. Well, India puts 125% tax on everything for us. So AJ, why is it that we bring other countries' cars here, like Germany? We bring Germany's cars into the United States, and they put tariffs so high. Now, this is before Trump was even in. They put tariffs so high on our auto industry that we can't sell the fucking cars. So you won't see the only time you see an American car is if there's a multi-billionaire German over there that says, I have the money and I'll pay for it to be delivered myself. But you don't see American cars over there because they fuck us every single time. And we're not supposed to.
The market for American cars over there isn't that big either.
We're not supposed to reciprocate.
Richie, did you just hear what he said?
No, it's probably something stupid.
No, he said the market for American cars over there isn't that big.
Dude, oh my God.
It's just
how
too much.
Is there going to be a market for American cars when they put 100 and some % tariff on it and you can't sell them?
Mm-hmm.
Answer that, dipshit. See, you don't understand.
They're not going to be driving
economics. You don't understand
fucking
the
trucks
thing.
over there, dude.
You just run your fucking mouth. You
too
make
tiny.
shit up on the fly. You have no idea what you're talking about. None.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
None.
Mm-hmm. You think they're gonna be driving huge F-150s over there and
I don't
fucking?
really give a fuck. Dude, Jimmy, do you
They're
understand
not.
what a fucking moron he is?
I know. That's why I pointed out what he
point
said.
that we were talking about, dipshit, is the tariffs that were thrown on American goods that we didn't retaliate to them with. I picked
No,
cars
fine.
because I thought your dumbass would be able to understand the concept of cars.
Yeah,
The,
no, I
the
hear what
point
you're
is
saying.
that Trump is saying we are no longer going to be robbed by these countries. They've been robbing
Fine.
us.
Good.
I
Good.
understand
You hear him,
don't
Richie?
give a fuck.
He said
You
good.
have to think. I know you can't educate him. You're right.
No, he's
You can't
useless.
educate pork. You just can't. What's up, Anglo? What's up, Special
He's
K?
like-
What's up, everybody?
He's most of
It's
he's
just-
like
it's
most of
just
David
unfucking
Pakman's
real.
audience.
It's an orange man bad. Me know two things in life: big ball of fire, rising sky, and orange man bad. That's AJ.
Pretty much.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. This is
Jesus
all the leftist.
Yeah.
I
Richie.
mean, dude, you know, Trump could cure cancer, and
Yeah.
you would be cheering for cancer.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
You would. You
Yeah,
would.
it is a
because
good
it's
analogy.
orange man bad.
Right.
So Trump is trying to fix the economy in several ways. The one way is with the tariffs, where he wants to bring American manufacturing again, because he did it in his first term. He wants to bring it back to
It's not
America.
gonna happen, dude. There's
And
no
yet-
way it could happen.
It's already happening.
Wait.
Give me an
Wait,
example.
Richie, I want you to intelligently explain, RJ, why it's not going to happen.
Yeah, RJ. Who's RJ? Is RJ in here?
AJ, I'm sorry. AJ, you know who the fuck I'm talking to, you retard.
No, actually,
Because you can't pay American employees the same way you pay Chinese employees to manufacture shit. That's why it's so cheap. If it came here, the prices of the product would rise.
that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not necessarily true.
It's absolutely true. Uh-oh. But,
Come on, AJ.
What?
I want you to explain yourself.
I just did.
You actually didn't. You threw out a talking point from MSNBC. You didn't explain
From
anything.
MSNBC.
You didn't explain anything.
Well, I just
Yeah,
told you.
See, Richie,
No,
his whole
price of
world
product
is
He's
by
is
asking
high.
for an
soundbites.
They're
explanation, not for
manufactured
you to
in
tell me
Dude,
something.
the
He's
out of your ass.
unemployment rate in the U.S. is what?
His whole world is based on
2%?
soundbites.
I know,
So
I
he
know.
gives a
It really is.
soundbite
I swear
answer.
to God, he's a fucking moron.
I mean, the
I-
unemployment rate in the U.S. is
tell you, look,
4.2%, something like that, 4.5.
I'm sorry. Get the dick out of your mouth. I didn't understand what you said. What did
The
you say?
unemployment rate is like what, 4.2%, something like that.
I have no idea what it is. I
So
don't
I mean,
keep
we're
track.
doing pretty well as far as employment goes. But
What
the
does
fuck?
that have to do with you proving that corporations won't come back to the U.S.? Dude, do
Well,
you,
why
do you
would
not
they?
understand? Let me make it real fucking
hey, where
dumb
do you
for
think
you.
all the Trump's garbage
Let me make it
shit is
real
made?
fucking dumb for you. No, I'm gonna mute your ass. Let me make it real dumb for you so I can dumb it down. Okay? He just said this last week. He said in a speech, "Look, American corporations, if you want to come back, we're going to take care of you, and we're going to lower your taxes, and we're lowering regulations again. Or you can stay over there, and by over there, AJ, he means in another country. Or you can stay over there and get a 25% tariff on your goods. You'll never sell anything here." Now, that's what he said. And guess what? There's corporations that are calling him saying, "We're coming."
Mhm.
And
Yeah, but
he
there's
even,
no proof.
He even said this when China
There's
was
no
talking.
proof.
This
Richie,
was the bloodbath
Richie.
bullshit that
Wait,
you live
wait,
nuts spread. What?
stop. He said there's no proof. And Trump went on last week and said there's 3 trillion. He named how much money and who it was.
Right. He named them all. He named them all.
Right.
And your fucking lib nuts on the news couldn't trash him because he named them all.
Mhm.
I mean, you're insufferable. You're absolutely insufferable.
Yeah.
He's smugly stupid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's his new nickname, Smugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smugly.
look who's fucking talking.
You're
You
smugly.
got nothing to be smug about,
I wanna
AJ.
fucking mute his dumbass because people lose IQ points every time he speaks. Yeah, the fact of the matter is, Trump told China, he said, you better not build that auto factory in Mexico because I'm going to put 100% tariff on every car. And guess what? They shut down the building plans of the auto factory in Mexico. You see, words mean things when they know you're going to follow through. And Trump always follows through, always. So they know. They literally say about him, we have no idea what he's going to do because he's unpredictable. Or they say about him, we have no idea what he's going to do because when he says he's going to fuck with us, he's going to fuck with us. So we don't want that shit.
Trump's a liar.
He's laughing like a retard.
He's got nothing to laugh
He's
about.
laughing like a retard. Let me unmute him. Go ahead, retard. What are you laughing at?
So the auto plant in Mexico shut down and didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, yes, China had to shut it down because Trump said, and that was the whole bloodbath thing. When Trump talked about it during the campaign and he said, look, that's if I get elected, I'll do that to the plant, 100% tariffs. If not, it's going to be a bloodbath. And what he meant was if you dumb fucks had listened to him, was that it was going to be a bloodbath on our auto industry because China was planning on building the largest auto manufacturing plant in the world down in Mexico. And Trump threatened him with 100% tariffs. He said, you'll never sell a single car. And so they shut it down. China's about to collapse right now, which is why I'm expecting something really bad coming out of there. The only thing that's keeping them afloat, their economy right now, is selling us, the United States, their cheap shit. That's it. I'm telling. I listened to a podcast the other day where they were doing the analysis on it, and they said that their real estate market is so fucked up right now that it's think United States 2008. Think that.
And Richie,
1,000 times worse.
Explain to him why China won't be able to sell their cheap shit because of the tariffs that Trump put.
Right. Exactly.
Well, you're gonna have to buy it. That's the
We don't have
problem.
to buy their cheap shit. We can buy cheap shit anywhere. And you want to
No, Richie.
When Trump said it's going to be painful for a little
where does
while,
Trump get all his shit manufactured?
who
His
gives a
hats,
shit?
his fucking shirts, his
Who
shot
gives a
glasses,
shit?
whatever the fuck he
See,
makes.
I mean, he can't make
John,
an
he
He
argument
can't stay on
based
point,
on the
Richie.
fact-
He
right,
can't.
he can't.
Well, I'm just
He has
asking.
to go
can't.
That's
somewhere
where they're
else.
manufactured.
He has to go. Yeah, and guess what? Then I guess if he gets shit manufactured in China, it's now, what is it, 147%, Jim? What is it now? What's
Well,
it up to?
explain to him, Richie, why China isn't going to be able to survive because the only way that they're surviving is selling us cheap shit.
Exactly.
When Trump
And
puts
it-
wait. When Trump puts these giant tariffs on, people aren't going to buy their cheap
Right.
shit.
What
Their
happens
shit
is
ain't going to be cheap anymore.
that shit will sit on the docks, and nobody's gonna pick it up. Nobody's gonna buy it at that tariffed rate. Then the second thing that he did is he's
So
going to
it's
lower
gonna
the
hurt
price of
Americans.
food by telling.
It's
by
not going to
telling-
hurt America.
He's going to.
Of course
It's
it is.
not going to hurt America. You dumb fuck.
You get
No,
a
wait,
shirt
stop.
I
How is
guarantee
it?
China's going
How
to
is it going to hurt America, AJ?
I'm
Tell us.
saying because
Tell us.
they're
Well,
not going to be able to
clothing,
buy the
let's say.
GI Joe with the kung fu grip. That's
Tell
what
us
he's
how
saying.
it's going to hurt America, AJ.
Let's just say clothing, right? Most people go to Walmart to get their clothes. If that shit jumps up, then
Most people.
they're going to be losing
Right.
money.
And
A lot
what
of
do you
people.
think, what do you think happens after several months of China not being able to sell their shit to us? What do you think's going to happen with China? They're going to
Probably
cave.
would.
They're going to cave because they
Mhm.
have to. Look, they either have to cave or fire a nuclear missile or launch another fucking virus. They have no other alternative.
So
They fucked their
AJ,
economy so bad.
don't
they
you
have-
realize?
the only thing that's keeping them afloat is the United States people?
Don't you realize what Trump's done? Trump's basically flipped the game on China.
That's what he did. He flipped the game.
That's what he did.
Look, he said just the other day, he made the statement. He said, you have stolen from countries, you have disrespected and stolen property from other countries. It was the Belt and Road Initiative. They called it forced technology transfer. What they would do, this is a perfect example. What they would
What's up,
do is
Billy?
in Europe, they created a solar
Eleanor.
panel market. Okay. They flooded the European market with their solar panels. They then told European countries that, hey, if you want to get into this market and you got the transistors, the fucking wires, the panels, whatever you manufacture, and you want us to buy from you, that's great. We'll take you on. Then after they sign on, they go, oh, by the way, you have to give us all the blueprints to your software and all your hardware, or else we don't bring you in. Oh, you're not going to give us your intellectual property? Well, then fuck you. You're not in the market, and we're going to destroy you in this market that we now own. That's what China did for the last 20 years. And the problem is we let them get away with it. Trump's just saying you're not getting away. Trump's not trying to get an advantage over China or over any country. He's not trying to rig it in our favor. He says, I just want fair trade because we've never had it. We've never had fair trade. We always get tariffed, and we don't put the same types of tariffs back on them. You know why? Because the fucking libnuts and the fucking rhinos, the George Bushes and all those assholes, they always thought, well, we got to cut them a break because even our poor people are better off than their middle class. So we're going to take a hit. Fuck you. All the millions of jobs that went overseas because of that dumbass ideology? No more. No more.
Richie, I'm going to play a video about China.
I go soon, Jim.
All right.
Now, what are you playing?
It's
yeah.
well, I'm not going to play.
Let's just say I never had my bingo card. I knew things were going to ramp up with China and the USA, but I really didn't think it would happen this quickly, and I didn't think it happened to this extent. Yet, here we are. Now, you won't need a master's degree in economics to understand this video. It's a very, very...
Like 8 days here. You need a kindergarten degree.
China is absolutely screwed. China was already on a downward trend. While more and more people were turning their back on investing in this dictatorship that needs investment so very badly right now, all of a sudden China gets slapped with tariffs so high that I don't even think they had any plan for what was about to happen to them. Honestly, by the time you see this video, we may have gone from 125% tariffs to 10,000% at this point. Hell, Kevin O'Leary is calling for 400% tariffs on China.
104% tariffs on China are not enough. I'm advocating 400%. I do business in China. They don't play by the rules. They've been in the WTO for decades. They have never abided by any of the rules they agreed to when they came in for decades. They cheat, they steal IP. I can't litigate in their courts. They take product, technology, they steal it, they manufacture it, sell it back here. Never has an administration
400% tariffs. What would that look like?
Xi on an airplane to Washington to level the playing field. It's just not about tariffs anymore. Nobody has taken on China yet, not the Europeans, no administration for decades. As someone who actually does business there, I've had enough. I speak for millions of Americans who have IP that have been stolen by the Chinese. I have nothing against the Chinese people. They brought great literacy, art, and tech to the world. The government cheats and steals, and finally, an administration, you may not like Trump, you may not like his style or his rhetoric, finally, an administration that puts up and says enough.
Let's just say people are justifiably pissed at China. Yeah. China did one of the stupidest things ever, and they retaliated with tariffs of their own. China, you should have swallowed your pride. But you can't, because you're a dying autocratic regime that's trying and failing to imperialize the world.
Let me pause it for a
second. I am seeing the most schadenfreude, hilarious opinions from pro-CCP in Chinese propaganda outlets.
That long? God damn. In China, AJ, every single company is owned by the Communist Chinese Party.
That's not true.
That is 100% true.
Apple's owned by China.
Yes, and guess what? I guarantee. Shut your fucking mouth. I guarantee you, if you research it, you'll find out that someone from the Chi-Com party or one of their relatives is on the board. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Because you can't do business in China without the Communist Chinese being in on it, and you can't buy any land to build on without paying off the Communist Chinese Party. These are just facts. These are facts. This is why a lot of guys built those empty cities. This is why a lot of people were demolitioning their buildings, because the Chi-Coms got involved with all this shit, and they're a bunch of commie stupid asses like you. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. All right, and continue. Go ahead, Bart. Thank you.
Shit, I didn't realize Nike was
Acting like these terrorists
Oh,
are about
Nike?
to hurt
Really?
the USA
Really? You wanna
much
put-
more than
Dude,
China.
Is there
They're
a single
spurting these
fucking
opinions
American
out
making
like
Nike
the day
stuff?
after eating
No.
gutter
Stop it.
Dumb fuck.
oil street food in Beijing. But let me tell you, as an expert who looks at Chinese propaganda for a living, they are so scared that I almost feel bad for them. You wouldn't go into battle without armor, just like you shouldn't go on the internet without a VPN. What a VPN does, Surfshark VPN, gives you, especially when you're on things like libraries, it's super. The US exports 1/5 of what China exports to the US. So please,
And the reason why is 'cause
China
they
apologists, would you please tell me in simple math, how would the country that needs less from the other country come out worse? Genuinely curious. The mental gymnastics deserve a gold medal. Do you know how I know it's bad in real life for China? China right now is putting out on full blast reports only in Chinese. This is not meant for your eyes. This is only for Chinese people in China. They're putting out on full blast reports saying that people in America are running each other over in stampedes to buy Chinese products because Americans know that they won't be able to buy Chinese things anymore. And they are very upset because these tariffs are going to prevent these super high quality Chinese products from being available. In fact, Americans know that China makes the highest quality stuff. So they're very, very worried. It's so sloppy that China's top and very best state media outlets are actually showing footage of 2018 Black Friday sales to say that this is 2025 America after people heard about the China tariffs. The lies are shocking. And funnily enough, some Chinese people in the USA got so offended by the audacity of the Chinese government propaganda to lie to this extent that they went to stores to show that everything is fine and people aren't even buying Chinese stuff. It's very disappointing for the nationalists in China to find out the truth. Fortunately, we have the Chinese government to block all that stuff from entering the Chinese zeitgeist. I'll make it simple. As an American, we don't need your shit. We're better off without it.
That's right.
We don't need or want China's trash products. Well, at least I don't. Everything from China that they started dumping into the US back in the early 2000s when they entered the WTO is trash. Chinese products suck, and you know it. We've simply become used to buying cheap junk because China has been manipulating loopholes to take advantage of trade agreements and forcing Americans to buy inferior stuff. Yep. Most of the time, inferior stuff that is literally stolen designs and tech from American and other countries' products.
There you go.
Look at alarm clocks, for example. This 1980s beast was made by GE. And I'll tell you what, most of them still work today. Now we basically have disposable alarm clocks.
Yeah.
Do we need disposable alarm clocks?
We don't need
I
that
don't think
stuff.
so. We buy Temu shirts that set children on fire.
Daniela received her perfect present.
It was glow in the dark, unicorn purple, everything she wanted.
Gifted to her by her grandmother, who bought it from Chinese online shopping giant Temu, which stocks products from thousands of retailers. She wore it religiously. That was until it caught alight.
You might as well just throw an accelerant on her and lit her on fire. That's how it looked.
A spark from a backyard fire pit landed on the fabric, igniting it.
It was just melting. She's screaming. And you can see that the product itself actually melted like a plastic bag. Everyone, all the adults were in quite distress because they had seen her skin falling off her.
Daniela received burns to 13% of her body. Doctors say she's facing potentially 10 more years of surgery.
The ACCC finding they weren't up to Australian standards and didn't have a fire warning label.
Okay, I want to stop it here. Okay. This is the danger of using things like Temu. All right.
Shein or any of
these
Taobao
direct
or-
drop shipping
Yeah.
type things from China.
Media is lamenting some of the products that we might lose in this trade war. Oh no, where will we ever get our plastic Christmas trees? How will we ever have Christmas now? Let's chill the hell out, guys. I'm sure we can figure it out. By the way, let that digest. Our country and the world's economy quality started to get worse because China cheated. They took advantage of the goodwill of global trade agreements, stole trillions of dollars in intellectual property, made stuff worse with those stolen designs, and then sold it back to you. And you are supposed to be okay with that. Meanwhile, in China, it's a different story. These tariffs are about to ruin the country. People are already on purpose setting factories on fire en masse.
Only
Another
thing
one.
keeping them afloat.
It's crazy what's happening right now.
Yeah, here's another one. This is also from 4 days ago. Isn't it interesting that this happened on the same day as that railway depot?
Well, dude, a lot of them did. Like I said, about 10 we cut out of the show.
Yeah, but all on the same day.
Yes.
Makes you think there may have been a coordinated effort.
It sounds like it. It certainly sounds like it. It feels like it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's
people are fed up. They're like, you know what? Place of work, bye. You're not going to pay me? Bye. Chinese government's not going to take care of me? Bye.
There has been a lot of this.
All right.
I speak in truth, Billy. I like it. The guy spoke truth. Yeah, the only thing they have keeping them afloat is our economy, our people that are
But
buying.
AJ doesn't believe that because all these top
I didn't say
economists-
I didn't believe that.
Yeah, he
Yes,
said-
you did. You did.
No, I didn't.
You
When did I
did.
say that?
You did. You even jumped in
No,
there
I
and said,
didn't.
"I don't see these
Fucking
corporations
idiot.
coming back here." You just
Yeah, I
said
do.
it. They're not coming back from China. The fuck, they're not. China is collapsing right now. Their economy. They're collapsing.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
We
see.
will see. We're seeing.
We'll see.
All right. What's up, Eleanor?
All right, Jimmy, I gotta run.
Linda.
See you
All
guys.
right.
Later,
Mouse Cat. Billy Blogs. Who the fuck else? The YouTube community liaison officer. Totally legitimate.
Liaison.
Who else we got here? Steve Cray. Hoax. Let's see. I miss anybody? John Enoch, Powell, MBE. That's quite the handle there. I don't think Special K, Anglo-Saxon, Strakey Bacon. What's up, people? What's up? So, AJ, could you admit that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to tariffs?
Plenty about it.
No, you
I
don't.
agreed with you on a lot of things.
No, you don't. That's not the way this
That's
started.
all you
Before
can
my
say.
brother came on, before you saw the video, you didn't know shit. You don't know what you're
Right.
talking about.
Right.
You know whatever you're listening to that hates America told
Right.
you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Trump's going to break the back of China. Trust me.
Oh, well,
He's going to break their backs. He's going to break their backs.
Mm-hmm.
All he has to do is up the tariffs, making their super cheap merchandise no longer cheap, and no one will buy it. That's all he got to do. Watch. China's going to bend their knee, and everybody else is going to bend their knee to us too, because we're the big dog on the block. We're
Hold
the
on.
big dog. Do you
Hold
understand?
on a sec.
We're the big dog.
Hold on.
Something with me in it. Mr. Monkey Devil.
Fuck,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
coffee.
There's the proof. Alarm clocks and this dumb broad. Checkmate, liberals. Miss Me in it said, "Hey, my lovely Jimmy from Philly just popped in and say hello. Earlier, it was all kicking off. Marjorie. Oh, exactly, Cyberboy. What I can't understand is why all these countries, why the world isn't suing the piss out of China for unleashing COVID on us. I don't think that was a leak. I think they released that shit on purpose, primarily to get rid of Trump. I mean, they always had that in the wings. Well, that's the only way they could beat him, AJ, by cheating, by making people that terrible mail-in voting. I mean, anybody who had a brain, anyone who had a brain knew that Joe Biden had cognitive difficulties while he was running. They knew it. They knew it.
I don't know what that has to do with COVID, but all right.
They hid him so you wouldn't see more of his brain farts. You know, AJ, you're just... It's just
so China was responsible for Trump's horrendous response to COVID? That's interesting.
Fucking moron.
What?
Oh my God, man, you're too much.
It'll be gone by March. All this horseshit.
Nino, watch it. The Banhammer is out. Trump also has cognitive difficulties. Yeah, if you listen to left-wing lunatics, yeah, I know. So it's all kicking off. Marjorie was a line from a skit of a British comedy show where two old ladies worked in the charity shop and there was always a fight. Okay. Kick the retard. Yeah, he's about to go. How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Bobbity? Bobbity. Exactly, Streaky. That's what I believe. It actually was. And they'll do it to us again. They're going to unleash some kind of bullshit on us. Yep.
What?
They're going to unleash some kind of other disease
on us. It's
never
been proven that it leaked from a lab.
It has, AJ. You don't know what you're talking about.
No,
it didn't leak. I don't think it leaked. I think it was done on purpose.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. You can think whatever you want.
Well, AJ, every time you come up with a thought, it's defeated so soundly, and then you just sit there like a smug idiot, like you don't listen to nothing. It's clear that you get something in your head, and that's it.
Like, look who's talking.
You're just AJ.
Anyway, bro.
AJ, listen to me. People like you should have to pay for oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should have to pay for oxygen. Like we pay for water, you should have to pay for oxygen. Yeah. You should be taxed for your oxygen intake and then punished for your carbon exhale. Yeah, your carbon dioxide exhale. Yeah. That's what I think. Bobbity said, the face of smug ignorance laughing at his own app. I know.
His own app.
It would take AJ a week to figure that out. And his methane output. That's true, Mrs. Me in it. The world is going apeshit crazy every day. And it's people like you, AJ, that support this shit. You sit there smug. You don't know all the facts. You don't even care. You act like you're right. You put this smug little look on your face. Meanwhile, you look like a retard to anybody with common sense.
Dude, all you fucking read is right wing bullshit, right? That's all you
Right-wing
read.
bullshit.
Right.
So that video that we played and my brother's explanation of tariffs, that was all bullshit, right? It's all bullshit.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm saying what we mostly read, like we got a fucking hard bastard channel. It's like the Gateway Pundit.
So what am I
post
bullshitting
millennial, all this shit. No, I'm just saying that's what you dwell in an echo chamber. I mean, you watch. I guess you watch David Bagman every once in a while, but I don't know, dude. But anyway, bro, I got a lot of shit to put away here. What about this one? This one's not done, but
I had enough of them. Didn't you? Jesus Christ. Jimmy, did you feel 911 in Philly? No. Actually, 911 happened approximately about a week after my ex said I threw the baby on the floor. So I couldn't really see much news footage of it. You didn't have smartphones like you have now. Yeah, I mean, you had some phones that could get internet, but it was real wonky. But I was out trying to work and find somewhere to live, and so that's pretty much what happened. Like 24 people in here. God damn. So now, hold on. So I want to show you something. Right. So I used to do this comedy thing. And this guy made up a meme about me. And there it is. He got me some work, and then he took this picture of me while I was digging up this trench. Yeah. It's a constant battle with these assholes with this TV, man. I want to get out of here so fucking bad I can taste it. I'm fucking sick of this shit. You got one asshole kid down there, right? They're watching TV and he's playing his cell phone while he's watching he's not even watching the TV. He's watching his cell phone. And I told him, I said, that's rude. Put earphones on. And he looks at me like I got 6 heads, and he just continues to listen to his cell phone. Like, no fucking respect at all. No shame. No. It's just unbelievable. All work is honorable. Yeah, it was a joke, Streaky. So, should I do a poll on when AJ's going to return to drinking? Would it be 1 week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? What can we do to help you get out of there? Well, first I got to find a place. Then I need fucking serious dough, and that's not going to be for a while because I owe the broad that runs this joint like $400. I owe my boss $1,200. So I should be able to pay that off soon, but dual pole, never again is the answer. Yeah, that's what you said last time, AJ. See? Caused by what? What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. What happened to Building 7? I can't talk about that. I talk about that, fucking YouTube will take me down. So there is a pinned comment at the top of the page if you feel like donating. And I do have Cash App and I do have PayPal. So let me know if you like this exciting podcast. Yeah, I mean, I would probably stream more, but you know, it's the situation I'm in here. It's just impossible. You don't have much privacy, and you know, just kind of a really fucked up situation. I stayed here way too long. Is that your game? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Billy. There's a good study. Well, I can't talk about that kind of shit because YouTube will fucking ding me. I know that I think it was approximately 6 months or so before 911, they insured all those buildings for billions of dollars. You know what I mean? Yeah, Billy, if I were to talk about building number, whatever, yeah, that could get me dinged. Yeah. Yeah. Anything that doesn't follow the official narrative of 911 could get you dinged. In fact, I got a strike one time talking about it. Yep. So. Miss Me In It said, gotta go. Thanks for the stream and hit the like, chaps. Cheers. All right, Miss Me In It. Thanks for stopping by. Be careful about buying Trump coins. They're most likely to be VDG related. By the way, Starmer got in a month earlier than the U.S. for collecting the assets. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, boss. What's up, boss? Yeah. Yeah, it was insured a few months before, Jimmy, despite the towers were financially unviable. It was massively overinsured. Yeah, that's true. A chap with a surname ending in Stein. Yeah, wears a small hat. I think he made a lot more than 200 million. Steve said, I gotta head off and get the kids sorted out. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Stevie. Not much of a friend, is he? Well, he's got, you know what it is, Billy? He came on the channel as a troll, and he did help me in a lot of areas. But he's mental in some ways. You know, like he gets a kick on trolling. You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand that level of trolling. Like, you know, I was going to shut my channel down. And then he's the one that started all that shit between me and Amy, you know. But Amy showed her true colors through that anyway. Like, it was totally unacceptable, her coming on my channel and talking shit on me. You know what I mean? Just because I wanted to verify who she was, because he was putting doubles and acting like other people and all that. So it just showed me who she was. I mean, to this day, I try to say hi to her. I've apologized, and she just acts like she's got the high moral ground. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Mr. Monkey Devil. Who the fuck are you? Nino, I swear to God, I am not Nelson. It feels bad that you think I am him, because none of it has anything to do with Nelson. Well, you know what? I figured this out before, and I believe you are Nelson. So, and and even if you're not, you can only blame Nelson because that's what Nelson does. He goes on people's channels and fucks with them. So, if you're not willing to divulge who you are, then I'm going with that. I don't know what to tell you. So, but let's put it this way, Nino. Whoever you are, you caused me a great amount of aggravation. And, you know, I'm just not putting up, you know, I'm just going to ban you the first time you piss me off. I mean, you know. Here's a troll account made today just to annoy you. Well, you know, he hasn't talked too much shit. But yeah, that caused me just, oh my God. Where he was coming in as a wrench, and it just, you know, almost controlled my channel. And if fucking Amy took it personally, me trying to verify who she was, you know, what a fucking jerk off response. And still won't talk to me to this day, acting like a child. And there was a bunch of them that left my channel because of it. You know what I mean? Like I give a fuck, you know? Yeah, UL now has a girlfriend in Croatia. My boy was just over there. I assume nailing it, coming over to her apartment. You got to take a bus to get there for like an hour. I expose snakes. Yeah, but see, that's not your job to do that. Do you understand? Amy was a good friend of the channel, and you fucked that up, man. That's not cool. That's not your place to do any of that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Liquid is good people. I don't think he can get I guess he can't get internet on the bot. Like I called him a little over an hour ago. He said he would try to come on. You know, he's limited in what he can do. He likes Croatia. He said it's very nice over there. Yeah. So, let me see. I can find something. Yeah. Now, how about have any of you heard of this thing where this black teenager fatally stabbed a white teenager in Texas? Yeah, so this black teenager, he brings a knife to a school sporting event, right? It's a track meet. And they have tents for certain schools. Well, the black kid's sitting under a tent where he's not supposed to be. So the white kid comes up to him and tells him, "You got to leave." So the black kid says something about "make me." So the white kid grabs him, and then the black kid says, "If you punch me, wait till you see what I do." And he opens up his backpack, and the kid grabs him and tries to push him out, and he grabs his knife and kills him. They put up a give, send, go. This kid has I think over $400,000 that people are donating to this black kid. When it's pretty clear, like he's claiming he was bullied and all this shit. And even if that were true, which it isn't, because the statements they got from witnesses that were there, none of them say anything about any bullying, you know. But they're, you know, like, and all the black racists are online, you know, $400,000 they've raised for this piece of shit, trying to say it's self-defense. First of all, there's a law in Texas. If you bring a knife to a school sporting event, that's illegal. You can't claim self-defense in commission of a crime. So he's not going to get, you know. Now, I don't know why they didn't charge him with a weapon. They can always upgrade charges. I don't think they charged him with a weapon yet, but they should. What's up, Commander? Commander. And then they said, I was disappointed that the father seemed to have got at by the hush crimes team. I think the father was so in shock that he was calm. Yeah, but the black kid's father saying, "Oh, he was bullied, this and that." Even if that were true, you can't kill someone because they pushed you or they grabbed you. You can't. It's just, oh my God. Scott Adams was right. He was. Disgusting. That was allowed. Well, you know, Give, Send, Go, the CEO is some woman, right? And she said, well, we allowed fundraisers for Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse was right. Rittenhouse was justified. This shit here is ridiculous. This kid admitted to the cop that he did it. because the cop said something about alleged. The kid said, no, not alleged. I did it. But it was self-defense. And then he asked the cop, would it go down as self-defense? He's got $1 million bond. How much you want to bet they bond him out? How much you want to bet that they bond this kid out? So once again, if anybody feels like donating, there is a pinned comment at the top of the page, mybuymeacoffee.com. I also have Cash App and PayPal. So let's get some kind of grift going here, people. Jimmy, any communications with Dr. K lately? No. No, see, Dr. K kind of led me to believe that we were going to, do a follow-up. But then the last communication I had with him, he said he'll mention it, but now he has a team and the decision isn't up to him. So apparently he has a professional team, they're probably all partners or something like that. How is it not up to him? He's the guy, you know what I mean? But he said a lot of his time is traveling and going on other, shows and shit like that. So. I'm like one of the top interviews he's ever had. People still comment on it. What's up, Sheila? Dr. K has gotten too big for his britches. At some level, I'd have to agree. Boy, I'll tell you what, in that interview, he was trying hard to make me into a victim, wasn't he? I mean, wow. And it certainly didn't go the way Pacman thought it would go. That's for sure. So, what's up, Nigel? What's up, man? Which hip, man? Yeah. So, goddamn, I got 26 motherfuckers here. 26 of you motherfuckers. Let's see if this is it. This is this dude, Charles White. This is this black dude. He's pretty funny. And he's talking about the case I was just talking about with the black teenager and the white teenager. Oh, come on, man.
Damn, man, we got Charleston White on Alex Stein, man. Let's jump right into it.
Austin Metcalf. You see the boy in Frisco stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah. My heart goes out to the family. They trying to make this a race issue, and this is a right or wrong issue.
Okay. So no, real quick. I like where you're going on this because I'm not even trying to race bait or anything. People are making this about black and white. You see that they're trying to make this kind of like a Trayvon Martin kind of. They're talking about it, but where do you?
It is. Trayvon Martin was an angry black kid that had to be sent to his father because he lacked discipline, grew up in a home with his single mother. Any well-behaved kid with manners that had respect of adults, once George Zimmerman approached him, whether he's right or wrong, as a child, this is an adult.
George Zimmerman never approached him. He came out of nowhere and attacked Zimmerman. He attacked an armed man and lost. Good riddance.
get off the phone with that fat ass girlfriend you trying to fuck. You call your dad and say, "Hey, Dad, it's an adult around here to just stop me." He says he's calling the police. Rather than doing that, he had an attitude because as young black males in this country, we have an authority problem because we walking around angry, displaced from our father's issues, but we resent our mothers.
That's true.
So we're a ticking time bomb. And Trayvon Martin could fight. So that's why I say you be careful approaching some of these young kids. What a 13-year-old will kick a 40-year-old's ass.
That's true.
And that's what happened in that situation. He underestimated this kid, and he was looking for trouble. But by law, he was right. And he was judged by his peers. So we can't say nothing once you're judged by your peers.
Well, what do you think's gonna?
Yeah, man, I can't say nothing about that. And that's honestly what we're going to have to wait for in this case. When he gets judged by his peers, will they be able to say, "Hey, man, you were more than welcome to have that knife on you. You were more than welcome to be in your right to go to the other side, the opposing team's tent, go sit in there." And however the altercation took off, it ended with you poking somebody in the chest and running off and later being found. So I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know how that's going to work up against self-defense in a jury. I just don't see it.
It's gonna happen in this awesome
Metcalf ass go. No, that boy going
Carmelo
to jail.
Anthony's gonna go to jail.
Carmelo going to jail because listen, you cannot bring a weapon to school.
Yeah.
So you can't say I was.
What if he says? But what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because if you are afraid the day before, well, you have to take a weapon to school. Why not notify your parents? Parents, you notify the school teacher. School teacher, let's bring these kids in here and resolve this issue. It's called conflict resolution. We was taught in homes that has morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know. So when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So word to documentation to say this is self-defense. It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear. Anticipating to use it.
That was premeditated, though.
And instead of track meet, you getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go.
And this is my biggest issue with it. Is like, why was he there with a knife? I hear people say, "Oh, you know how it is for us out here." No, bro, you don't bring no weapons to school. I never once brought a knife with me to school, and you got to learn how to deal with this stuff outside of using deadly weapons. Hands down, we can't be resorting to stabbing people because of an argument. Come on, guys, this is not self-defense. It's not like they blocked him in there or something. Bro, it's just
there's no so when is
Yeah, let me know if there's an echo because of these headphones, all right? Put it in the chat.
when is it all right to kill the bully? I don't give a fuck what the bully did. He don't have a right to die.
No.
Man, you weak man. That's why I say teach the kids how to deal with bullies and this won't happen. We're all not equal. Even in nature, you can be feeding a flock of birds. There's going to always be one bird to come in and take the food from the. This is nature. Yeah. You cannot get rid of bullies. Teach the kids how to deal with them. Bullies build character. You go to work, it's going to be a bully supervisor, a bully co-worker. You cannot get rid of the bully. Teach our children conflict resolution. Everything don't have to end in violence. But when you come from the black culture, everything is disputed in violence.
Yeah, that is.
And here's the big issue. I hear a lot of people. I saw somebody on Instagram earlier talk about basically just spin the whole thing back about we need to teach our kids not to be bullies. We need don't get it twisted. We do need to teach your kids how not to be like taking advantage of other people and how to understand the differences between someone else's life and your life, and you should be making fun of them. I understand all of that. Sure, teach your kids how to be good people, but also at the same time, we can say your parents, it's up to you to also teach your kids how to handle these types of situations. Like he's saying, bullies are not going anywhere. And the older you get, the more and more that's going to become more apparent for you. You're not going to be able to run to a principal when you're 25 years old, and you're not going to be able to stab somebody in the chest because you're a full-grown man with a full-grown brain, and they're going to put you in jail for life for doing something like that. So it's like you have to teach your kids how to do this. That's why you put them in MMA. That's why you put them in jiu-jitsu. That's why you put them in any of this stuff, man. You teach them how to do self-defense, teach them how to de-escalate situations. You don't put them in mixed martial arts to teach them how to fight. It's so that you understand that you can do something like this, and you will always be backing away from a situation because you will only use those skills when you absolutely have to. And then in this situation, somebody turned and used the knife instead.
Is the problem though? That's how
it's the culture.
That's the culture. That's how they solve. When you have a serious issue, they don't even contemplate trying to talk it out.
We teach a no snitching rule, right? So our kids are walking around with these mafia rules, codes, and ethics of the streets that's held over children about no snitching. So now I have to take a weapon because I don't want to be a snitch and kill another kid. Oh, it's a simple solution. Don't tell the teacher. Tell your parents.
Yeah.
It's a simple solution.
I know, but
tell, motherfucker, tell.
But what sounds crazy, I know it's.
Yeah, I think the whole snitching thing is silly too in our community. We still holding on to gangster laws, like, and none of us out here really selling like that. None of us out here really in the streets. And then you taking street rules into regular society and thinking it's just going to apply. That's not how this works. Street vengeance, street justice, street rules stay in the streets. And that's why we glorify this stuff with our hip hop and all that, because we feel closer to that. But being as close as we are to it, look at how impulsive it makes our children when they feel like they have to go into a foreign world. Like, oh yeah, these people are going to hurt me. So I got to stay strapped, man. I got ops on the other side, on the other color.
It sounds so easy, but the thing is, even for the criminal, the guy that would commit an assault, if you stop him before he does the assault, then they don't have to go to jail as long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is not that kid's first time grabbing a weapon, because most kids who grab a weapon from the first time don't kill people.
Yeah, of course. You bring a gun a couple times before you shoot it.
And if I was being bullied and I'm in self-defense, even though he have an undeveloped brain and he's impulsive, why run?
I don't know.
Why get rid of the knife? You're showing criminal intent. Why throw the knife away where they can't find? He wasn't found with the knife in his pocket. He wasn't sitting down with the knife in his hand, ready to explain what happened.
Yeah. So, but do you think that he had some sort of predisposition to wanting to murder? Is that what you're saying? Is that
no. Children don't wake up to kill because they don't have the brain capacity, the brain development to say, I want somebody dead. Children are impulsive.
Yeah.
This was a tragic incident where a kid who don't have emotional intelligence acted impulsively because he comes from a culture that propagates violence.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, all day, kill, die, nigga, shoot, kill. You can't take this in, and you lack training. You lack morals. You have to have a foundation of a value system to listen to this type of shit all day long, and you don't have no emotional intelligence where you've been taught to say, man, when you get angry, think.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. So he was anticipating this to happen. That's why he had the knife, and we had this outcome. He didn't want to kill no.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, or not him, but that's exactly what the community's saying. They're like, got to protect yourself from who? People, this is a 17-year-old child. Who else was gonna kill him at a track meet to the point where he needed to bring a knife, bro? You guys are really jumping through some hoops to make this justify it all because of his skin color. If this took all of that out of it, you couldn't even see their faces. Everybody would be like, how did it go from an argument to a stab and death? Everybody would look at it like that.
Nobody.
I don't think when he killed anybody, he almost kind of manifested it though, just by his culture, that him around it, having the knife. But accidentally,
I got a nephew that goes to school out there.
Mm-hmm. At Frisco.
And not to paint this kid in a bad image, this is why I used to tell my son, because I got a house full of guns. And I saw my son on Instagram one time with a blunt in his mouth. He was 14 years old with my gun. I told him I better not ever see you because I'm trying to prepare this kid to go to the military. You don't, man, take that shit down, because that imagery, you can't take it back. So here he is. He got a video. He got a photograph, whether it's a real gun or not. That image is.
So somebody said my mic is not on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So you can hear me. All right. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
gonna destroy him in court.
It is. They're gonna.
You better not go to Collin County, where it's a predominantly white area, where these law-abiding, upstanding citizens have a heart for this white kid who was killed with a twin brother, a mother and a father. Their pictures with guns show a hunting image. His pictures show a gangster image, gang sign. And you guys want to play the race card in Collin County? Chill out, black people. Let's make this about right or wrong, because you don't want to go to Collin County playing race. You'll lose.
He hit that one on the head, man. Listen, people don't like Charleston White because he just be speaking the truth, or at least what he sees as the truth. I can't deny it in this. If you go pull a knife on somebody after they had an argument with you, even if you tried to say, hey, man, hey, you come any closer, that's not a warning, my friend. You had the ability to just turn around and walk away. Even if it was the pouring rain, it don't matter. That was better than taking somebody's life. And that's the thing. Even if you're defending yourself, you have to be asking yourself, am I willing to take this person's life? Is that what this really is about? But when you're a 17-year-old kid, man, you make impulsive decisions. So we just gonna have to see this one play out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Charleston White, once again, dropping the knowledge on us. Like, subscribe, comment, and share the content if you're enjoying it. I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. Oh, man. Come on. All right. Yeah, ain't that some shit, though? Now, let me see. How much has been raised for Carmelo Anthony? Oh, come on. Why doesn't it give you a fucking straight answer? Jesus fucking Christ. More than $320,000 has been raised for this kid. It's over 350,000. Over 350,000 was raised for this little scumbag. And they're trying to reduce his bail. And I'll bet you it works. And how much you want to bet they form an angry black mob around the courthouse to intimidate the juries. Yep. I can almost guarantee you that's what they're going to try to do. Although it would be kind of stupid in this situation because it's pretty much cut and dry. You don't hear how the white kid's unarmed, do you? Yeah, he was unarmed. It's only when black people are unarmed. They can't be dangerous, but this white kid, he's a bully, he's this, he's that. Poverty said, break out the water hoses, yeah. Oh, my God. Another Media Rittenhouse grant. Let me tell you something. What the media did to Rittenhouse, they call him a racist, right? They went hard on that he was a racist. He didn't shoot any black people. You know what I mean? He didn't fuck with anyone that was black. So, you know, it was, I don't know. Yeah, and the thing of it is, this kid that died, the white kid, he's a twin. And his twin brother was holding him in his arms, pressing on his chest, trying to keep the blood from coming out. The kid died in his twin brother's arms. Right. They still run the same lies. I know. Yeah. Yeah, because I see it in the comments on some of these channels. Oh, he shouldn't have put his hands on him. If someone puts their hands on you, you don't have the right to kill them. You don't. Especially when you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. You're under the wrong tent. You don't belong to that school. You were told to leave. And then you basically offer you provoke the kid. He said, touch me and see what happens. And the kid, I think, pushed him or grabbed him, and he said, punch me and see what happens. And the kid grabbed him to pull him away, and he should have been watching that kid's hands. And the white kid was a lot bigger than this kid, so the white kid must be stupid. He opens up his backpack. He clearly, he don't pull the knife at that point, but he got to know he has something in that backpack. Instead of grabbing him, he should have grabbed the fucking backpack. Oh my God. You should see when I ride the bus. Like twice Friday or Thursday when I rode the bus, twice I had to get up and move my seat because some idiot is loud talking on their phone. They got it on speakerphone. The whole bus can hear them. I'm hearing them over my headphones. Twice that happened on two different buses Thursday. Blix, yes. What's up, Vamps? Yeah, and listen, they do the same shit here. They think nothing of having a conversation on a speakerphone. You're trying to watch TV, you're trying to watch. I use headphones all the time or my earbuds. They think they got no shame. They don't give a fuck. It's like they got an attitude with you for telling them it's rude. Stop it. It's astounding. Most of them are a big problem to live with, from what I've seen down here. I'm telling you. Oh, the one kid down there, he come in, he was real nice. Now he's starting to get an attitude. Now I can see, you know what I mean? He sits there in front of the TV. He's got a guy sitting next to him, and he's playing his cell phone so that he can hear it without. And the dude next to him is too nice to say anything. And I don't know how many times I've told this kid, yo, you can't do that. This kid's like 25. I'm like 62. And he's just disregards what I have to say. Oh, I turned it low. Give a fuck if I can hear it. and he has earbuds. So it's, they're just impossible to live with. Don't make the mistake of being too nice. Yeah, well, the woman that's running this thing, she started doing that here, and they immediately took advantage of her. You know, I mean, she she got burned for probably thousands, and that's part of the game doing this. But I mean, there were some people that pissed hot, and she cut them a break. Like, what? Like, once they find that out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Well, you know, it's just racism. If I say something bad, I'm being racist. Now, this same kid that I'm telling not to do this, right? I bent over backwards to help this kid. I have his mom send me money on my Cash App. I let him use my card. I helped him get a phone. I let him use my phone till he got a phone. You know, fed him. You know. I mean, and that doesn't make me some great person, but you would at least think the kid would fly. I'm supposed to be the assistant house manager. Like that means anything. But, you know, when he first came, he was nice. Now he's getting bolder and bolder. You know what I mean? There was mistake kindness for weakness. Well, the sad fact is a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Like I was telling you, the woman that runs this joint, I think she's a nice person. I mean, sure, she's got her issues like everybody else, but she was nice at first with a lot of these people, and then they took advantage of her. And they're giving people like 2 weeks to get a job, or, you know, they're talking about moving them out. Like, you know. There's some good stuff I like to play, but it's too long. Jimmy Dore got a thing. The headline is "Stunning Bad News for Flu Shot." It says flu shot makes you more likely to get the flu. Believe me, my brother told me that years ago, and I remember hearing that from people. But the news said, "Oh no, you're not going to get the flu." Yeah. So now this is a stream I watch every now and then. Black conservatives, they're more like streety kind of guys. But this is exploring racial crime statistics, a deep dive into shocking data.
Let's start in 1999, 2000. Look at per 100,000, the murder rate. This is 20, and this is 1 through 20. So blacks in 1999 had a murder rate of 20 per 100,000. Natives had 7 per 100,000. Whites had 3 per 100,000. Asians had 3 per 100,000. Look how long it's been like this, man. Look how long it's been like this. 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. 2009. Look how long it's been like this. And it dipped. Yo, look, it dipped low. Wow, it got down to 18 in 2010. Is that 2009 or 2010? It got down to 18. What happened here, man? Why didn't we whatever we was doing at this time? This was when Barack first got in there. Well, we were so happy we had a black president, man. We stopped killing each other as much. And you go on 2010, 2011. Oh, wow. 2012, 2013. Oh, wow. We dipping low, man. We getting in the set. Oh, 2014. Oh, 2015, 2016. Oh, all right. 2017, we going back down. Shout out to Trump. 2019, going back down. Shout out to Trump. Oh, 2020. 2020. Look at this shit.
Wow.
Yo, look at that shit. Look what happened in 2020, man. Trump, shout out to Obama. Obama got you niggas in check for a little bit, man. Obama had you niggas down to 17 homicides per 100,000, man. Shout out to Obama, man. Obama had you niggas down to 17 homicides per 100,000, man. Shout out to Obama, man. And then Freddie Gray and Michael Brown happened. This is 2015. Michael Brown, Freddie Gray. Anytime you niggas raise hell about some degenerate nigga, y'all crime rate y'all murder rate goes up. What's up? What is that about, man? Because the crime spike. Obama had it decent, man. Even though this is abysmally dreadful, still Obama had it decent for blacks on the black curve. He had murder rate down on the black curve, man. Shout out to Obama, man. And then goddamn Freddie Gray and Michael Brown happened and it exploded again. And then Trump came in 2016, 17, and by 2018 he had it coming back down. In 2019, Trump had you niggas back down to where y'all were originally, and then boom, George Floyd. God damn. And then back down to 29. Yo, you niggas are savages, man. This one right here is one of the more troubling ones, man. This is one of the more troubling ones, man. I still, man, have y'all? I'm not really watching the chat like that. Have they still mentioned who talks about this stuff like this? Moderators, man. Have they been putting in the names of the channels that talk about this stuff like this? They're going deep like this, man. Because I seen a couple that they talked about earlier. But have they mentioned any channels that go in like this? Shout out to S Freak, man. He says those other guys don't go into forbidden territory. Yeah, I mean, and listen, I like those guys, man. I watch them, so it's like, you know, because they're the closest to me. Sometimes you know, it's as close as you can get. So I watch them guys because, you know, it's the closest you can get, man. It's kind of like shit, man. Like shit. And everybody don't have the same perspective. Everybody ain't raised the same way, man. I was raised a certain way where it's like both my parents being teachers, man. My stepfather being a high school teacher, East Side High type shit, Joe Clark type motherfucker, and my mother being a college professor. So I mean, everybody has a background, and then me being a knucklehead too. Me being a fucking jackass knucklehead who was always considered by his teachers to be one of the smartest people in the class. But if I applied myself and shit, and it was like, you're so smart. If you just applied yourself, you'd be like, all right. So it's like everybody has a different place that brought them. Every YouTuber has a different path that brought them to where they're at, that shapes their content. Like we talked about last night, man. He said you got to repeat everything 3 times. Yeah, I do. I do have to repeat everything 3 times, man. I do. Some things I have to repeat. Some things it'll go over your head if I don't repeat it, man. And sometimes you got to make things clear. Sometimes people misunderstand you. Sometimes people you say something and they be like, "Oh, for real?" And then you're like, "No, well, you didn't understand what I said, so let me repeat it." Like then they give their interpretation of what you just said, and you're like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker retarded." No, listen, stop, listen. Let me say it one more time. Yeah, so you do have to repeat things 3 times sometimes. You do have to repeat things. Yes, you do. Look at this, man. White male murderers. White male murderers. And listen, this right here is one of the more disturbing stats here, man. Shout out to let me get Average Goon in here. He says, you the realest show on YouTube. You show what nobody else will. And look at how many lives you have saved, making us aware of some DNA. Yeah, man. Never ask his son to leave. I've been
Now, sons are the nickname he gives to black people. They call white people gliders. They call Jews juice crew. And what do they call Spanish? I forget. It's pretty funny.
Telling people that never ask his son to leave. And that, what is this whole story about? This whole Austin Metcalf story is about something I've been preaching for years. Never ask a son, man, to leave somewhere. That's that's like one of the hallmarks of this channel. Press 1. That's literally like our slogan here. Never ask a son, man, to leave unless you're gonna leave. Like, if you ask him to leave and he leaves, then you better leave because he's coming back. That's what this whole thing is about. I've been preaching that for years. Yeah, more than 3, that's a place I won't be. That's Tommy's thing, but you gotta give your props to Tommy for that. If there's more than 3, that's a place I will not be. But look at this stat, yo. White male murderers per 100,000, man. 5.2. So of every 100,000 white guys, 5.2 will commit murder in their lifetime. Of every 100,000 white guys, 5 will commit a murder in their lifetime. At least one. For every 100,000 Hispanics, Latinx, legal immigrants, whatever you want to call them, doozers, man, 17.4 will commit a homicide in their lifetime. Okay? Now you get the blacks, man. For every 100,000 black men, 95.5 will commit a homicide in their lifetime. And that's just the facts, man. And we all know it. We all listen to rap music. We all watch black culture. We all see the black select. The black comedians can't even get along. The black comedians be trying to kill each other. Ain't that crazy? The black comedians be at each other necks, man. And we all know that's true. We all know it's worse than this because of the no snitch culture and the fact that so many homicides go unsolved in the black community. We all know it's worse than this. We all know it's worse than this. But here's the clincher, though. Here's the clincher.
That's a pretty good channel. AK Nation, it's called. He's usually on late at night, around 11 o'clock. I think that's to do with his work or something. Right, Bobbity said, each generation has been taught since the 1960s that they don't need men. You're correct. And that decimated the black community. You know, all the single mothers, all the single mother bullshit. You know, I go to some of these AA meetings and there'll be a woman speaking. And she'll tell you about all the drugs she did, how much of a fucking idiot she was. And then she'll mention she's a single mother, you know, and the inference is, you know, the man was horrible to her or something. Yeah. You just talked about sucking 50 dicks a week. You know, you're doing all kind of fucking drugs. You're drinking your fucking full head off. And you're a single mother. Shocking. Shocking. You know, the inference is that, you know, the man was treating her badly. It's fucking amazing. Jimmy, did you get her number though? No. No. Listen, there ain't that many good-looking women in AA. And not that I'm some star, but most of them are overweight. You know what I mean? Most of them got weight problems, from what I see. And the couple that are stars are taken, for sure. You know, there's a lot of competition, so. And I really don't want a relationship anyway. I really don't. I've had enough. No mas. No mas. Last one said I threw the baby on the floor. And every institution I had to deal with treated me like I was guilty. So. Me and relationships don't get along. I don't know if it's a little bit of me, a little bit of them, a little bit of both, or completely their fault. I really don't know. But I've just had enough. Enough fucking hardship. I got a kid that I fucking bent over backwards for. Would have never dealt with her mother but for this child. Would have left this woman screaming within months. And this fucking kid treats me. I get no respect from her. I can't even get a phone call. You know what I mean? She has no idea what really happened. You know, but she'll support her drunken mother though. You know. Jimmy, my heart goes out to you. You're in a difficult situation. Well, you know, I mean, I'm pretty used to being in difficult situations, you know? And I can't blame anybody but myself, you know? I mean, a couple years before my daughter was born, I was sober for 2 years. And even though this bitch did all what she did, I stayed sober. And when my job fell apart, I fell apart, you know? And ever since then, you know, I've probably been sober a good 10 years since then. In the last 24 years, I've probably been sober 10 years. And it just never came together for me again like it did that first 5 years. I wish I would have stayed, because I got friends that are still sober when I got sober 24 years ago. I got a bunch of friends that are still sober. They're all doing well in life. So clearly there's something wrong with me. I can't stand dishonest people. I really can't. And every friend I ever made in AA, like anybody I got close to, betrayed me, except for one guy. This dude, Damon. Every one of them betrayed me. So I don't really like getting close with people, you know, in recovery, because most of them they're just full of shit. They're not stand up. They're not honest. They can't be honest. They can't tell a straight story. And I don't like people like that. I just don't. It affects me. I can't trust you. You know. So Commander said, I just thank God for the good people in my life, and that includes all of you wonderful people here. Well, thank you, Commander. Linda said she's proud of me. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, you know, let me tell you something. I used to be pro AA and all this shit, but you know, and I think AA is better in some places than others. Like AA in the city is mostly shit. You know what I mean? It's just mostly shit. Can't trust these people, man. You can't. You know? And believe me, you can't trust most people in the world. Let's face it. In today's world, you really can't. But it's like a concentrated thing, especially in these recovery houses. I mean, you know, you got people coming in here on all kind of medications. They're all fucked up from years of drugs. You know. Just 2 years of this, Jesus Christ. Uncle Poppy said, I'm proud of how you deal with AJ, Jim. Yeah, I can't take him. I can only take him for so long. When he starts, you know, I almost said when he starts talking nonsense, he's usually talking nonsense the moment I let him on. He'll donate hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to these women online, but he can't give me a thin fucking dime, right? I give him all kind of attention, you know. Yeah, the court does send people to AA, which I think is wrong. I don't want people in AA that don't want to be there. I mean, you should be sentencing. That's a voluntary thing. I wish a group of billionaires would take over the recovery house situation, because ultimately this is a business. It's all about money, and I don't think that I don't think it should be about money. I don't. You know, there's not much help that they give people. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, I mean, you know, they need some kind of career counseling, maybe some psychiatric help. You know, I mean, there's a lot that could be done for these people, and all these halfway house owners, they get rich. They literally can make a ton of fucking money, you know, and then they're dictating to you what temperature you can live by, and stuffing people in your room, and then you got to worry about the residents stealing from you. It's fucking, you know, just after a certain period of time, you get sick of this shit, you know. Bobbity said there's a chance that AJ was funded by USAID, so he was funding back channels to foreign nations on behalf of the CIA. AJ, you proved that you're a moron every time I let you on the channel. Every time. Without fail, the entire chat says, wow, he's dumber than he was last time. You have opinions on things that you've never really researched at all. Eleanor said she'll PayPal me. Oh, well, God bless you. What the fuck? Did I already? Mission activity. Okay. All right. Cool. Be like Eleanor. And there's a pinned comment at the top of the page. So, yeah, take your time, Eleanor. Commander said, you can insult me all you want, AJ, but do not insult the owner of this channel. I insult him enough, so it's only fair. What's up, Bex? Bex said, AJ's getting off being a contrarian again. I said, yeah, what kills me is he tries to put this smug, like knowing look, like he's morally superior, or he knows the truth, and we're all idiots. But the exact opposite is true. It's all these leftist fucks. So Commander said, no, Jimmy, there's a banner, and then there's a step too far. Well, you know, I insult the shit out of AJ, so he can insult me if he wants to. I mean, I don't think he said anything that was that. What did he say? I'll be like, oh, what did he say about me? Fucking cocksucker. Jimmy's a moron. Yeah, I'm a moron. You just proved you're a moron when you were on. And it'll be immortalized on my channel. It's your channel. Yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm fair-minded with people's speech. You know what I mean? If people want to insult me, they can. But I mean, like now, having said that, you'll have some lefty come on every now and then and just it's nothing but insults. I'll probably ban him because it's you know. But if you come on here, you develop some kind of relationship with me, you know, I mean, especially, I mean, I dig an AJ's ass every time I have him on, so he can. I'm not gonna bounce him for an insult. I'm not. Oh, what did somebody time A? Don't time AJ out. Please don't. You know. No, I don't even want to see that kind of shit. I don't even want to see people, you know, timing people out when they got to be a giant asshole. And you'll usually hear something from me. So AJ can insult me. I insult him plenty. So fair's fair. So if you got hammered, AJ, you're gonna come back. They all want to beat you up, AJ. So where the hell is that other girl? What the fuck was her name? Millie or the fuck was her name? The red hair girl. I forget her name. Where the fuck is she? She has like a channel and it was pretty funny, some of the shit she was saying. It was really funny. Yeah, who's the red hair girl? Somebody knows who she is. The fuck was her name? Molly Z. Yeah. Molly Z. Molly Z. Where are you? Yeah, she was pretty funny. Now, she's definitely a lefty. Well, how about our resident transsexual, Samantha? Fucking completely blocked me because Trump won and I was digging in her ass a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Now, what was Molly Z's channel? I forget because I just typed it and I don't see anything. God damn it. Molly Z. Nope. Shit. I forget. Something a little different. I forget. But she had some funny shit on there. Shatterhand of the Naked Truth. Shatterhand, that's that black dude down south somewhere, I think he is. Yeah, he's got a channel. Yeah, I wonder. Let's see. I know I'm subscribed. I don't know if I'm subscribed on the laptop. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Shatter. Yeah, it come up. Nah, his channel ain't coming up. Fuck. Naked Truth. Oh, man. I don't know where the fuck it is. Fucking. Jimmy, you're getting a twinkle in your eyes. Yeah? It's my glasses. You used to be on with the old gang on your channel like our kid EMR. Yeah, I know who Shatterhand is. Yeah, you think EMR would show his face. I even say hi to him on Dangerfield's channel. He doesn't even respond. Like, what the fuck? Last update from Shadow. I've been sick for a while now. Yeah, I think he's diabetic. And I think he's admitted to not really taking care of himself that well. So he gets sick a lot. I think he's a little overweight. Oh, here's Molly. Oh, really? No shit. Okay. Let me see. Come on, man. Where's Molly? Oh, come on. God damn. Oh. Oh, my God. Why is that going? Let's go in the fucking. Oh, man. What the fuck? There she is. I'm subscribed. Molly Z, why didn't she come up? She's only got 45 fucking people. Huh. She reminds me of this girl, Nikki, that I used to sell acid to. She hated Trump. She was a liberal, but she remembered me from the Philly Effect. My character, Stamp Man. I think she took down some of the videos that we were playing. Yeah, why men have to pay for sex? Here, I'm going to do this one. I remember we had some fun watching her stuff before. It was pretty funny. And this is titled, Why Men Have to Pay for Sex.
What do men have to buy that no woman ever has to buy? Jock strap? Electric razor? I mean, we could buy electric razors. We need razors. Okay. What do women have to buy that no man ever has? Let's see. Pads, tampons, ibuprofen. Men have to buy that too, but not on such a regular basis unless you have some kind of pre-existing condition. Bras, I mean, not every woman has to buy a bra, but same thing with makeup. This is why men have to pay for sex. Women have to pay for it, okay? We don't get insurance paying for this shit. We buy our own stuff.
What the fuck is that on her right eye by her nose?
Every month, even if we don't have sex, even if we don't want to have babies, we still have to go through this every month. Recognize that's all we want. Recognize that's why you pay. That's why you buy me a drink when I go out. Because by definition, I have to pay more for myself. You should be paying. And what else was I going to say?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's pretty funny. So men should pay for sex because they should pay more because women have to buy more things. Vulcan logic. I can't stand her bitterness. Well, actually, she's a lot of fun. I did some of her other videos, and it was actually pretty fucking. She did this one little diatribe in public, and it was ridiculous. Like, I wonder if she goes back and listens to that, and if she really thinks that's like a thing, you know, like, oh, come on, Jesus Christ. Molly Z. Yeah, I think she took down some of the stuff. Here you go. Should you vote? Just do it. She's got a picture. She was a Bernie broad there for a while. She was always nice on the channel. You know, I liked her. She used to come
If you're
all the time.
unsure if you want to vote, I'm asking you, just do it. That's not a question. But please, just do it. I'm telling you. Think of all the soldiers that have lost their lives just so we could have that right. And we still don't even know what a true democracy looks like because we haven't ever had 100% of our people vote.
I try to explain to her we're not a democracy, we're a republic. This is where the liberals get it. Oh my God.
So let's just even see what that looks like. And if you think one vote doesn't matter, all it takes is one vote to win or lose. I mean, look at sports games. You can win or lose by 1 point. And this guy here, he won one of his races by 10 points. So just do it. And if you think they're both bad, both sides, just spend a few minutes, look them up. That's all. It doesn't take that much time. If you have time to do all your shopping on Amazon and watching your shows and movies on Amazon Prime, just go out there and make sure he pays his fair share of taxes. Doesn't take long. You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to become political. You can keep everything to yourself and forget about it the next day if you really want to. And if you're still unsure of which side and you don't feel like looking at anybody up, if you have no clue, just vote blue. If you don't care if you're dead, go ahead and vote
You have
red.
no clue, just vote blue. If you have no clue, just vote blue. So I said she had red hair, Linda, because her profile picture shows her with red hair. She has a picture of somebody with red hair. So I always thought she had red hair. She might have had red hair at a time, I believe, but you know, she doesn't anymore. So yeah. Oh shit. So okay. So Eleanor, I'd like to thank Eleanor for sending me $37.32. Thank you so much, Eleanor. I appreciate that. I really do. I say again, I'd like to thank Eleanor for the donation of $37.32. That'll keep me streaming a little longer. I usually cut out at 2 hours, but it's shit like this. Like I buy my roommate a fucking laundry bag, right? So what does he do? He throws all his dirty clothes on top of the fucking laundry bag. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Eleanor's in the chat. She's in here. I'm surprised she can't send it on her phone. And she has to fire up her computer every time. Because I can PayPal, Cash App, all that shit right from my phone. Maybe she don't got a good phone, but yeah, thank you, Eleanor. So I saw the first episode of Godfather of Harlem came out today. It's pretty good. It's a fourth season. Oh, so Eleanor said, Jimmy, you're worth every penny and more. I dig your streams and see you need a boost. Happy to send it. Well, thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate that. I really do. It's a shame the fucking Mexican restaurant's closed. They're fucking closed Sunday and Monday. They're like the best food around here, hands down. I'm fucking tired. Jesus Christ. I only ever do Cash App transactions for my page, security conscious. Well, I wasn't. I'm sure you meant PayPal, right? But as long as you're going through the app, there's no security concern. I don't think. Hey, you do what you want. I go away from my phone. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm fucking tired. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got some people that moved in next door. Let me tell you something. We had the worst fucking neighbors for the longest time here. I'm like, that dog there, he won't be out long. They bring him in. You know what I mean? But these people next door. And then there was another dog across the alleyway, right there. He was out most of the day, and he was definitely out all night. And he would bark all the fucking time. And the dog across the alleyway, I guess he died. I don't know. I don't see him anymore. But these people move next door with two small dogs, but generally the dog don't run his mouth, and if he does, they bring him in fairly quickly. So I'm kind of happy. What's this now? So Eleanor said, Jimmy is closer to my heart than he knows. One day we might talk about that. What kind of cryptic shit is that, Eleanor? Eleanor, are you somebody that I know? Poverty said. Eleanor Walmsley Welsh has a nice ring to it. Oh, Christ. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking tired. Smoke a cigarette. Smoke a cigarette. Fuck. Hey. What's up? It's real fucking windy out here, man. Damn it. Oh, shit. Oh. I have to wear these fucking things. See, I have to sit right at the top of the step for the Wi-Fi. What's this? What are they doing? So I don't understand. No, you don't know me, Jimmy. We have a lot in common. Okay. Which is? AJ can be the bridesmaid. Billy Block said, Walsh sounds like throat clearing or Klingon. Oh, fuck you, Blogs. Let's smoke a cigarette, Jimmy. I'm smoking one. Blame me, Eleanor. You don't want me. I'm damaged goods.
Oh, yeah? Really? Oh, no. It's Tony. I'll work it. It's okay. Oh, no.
What the fuck? So, hold on, Billy. What the fuck? I can hardly see. That's a fucking problem because of the glare. Oh, no. God damn it. Fuck. Happy Sunday. Goodbye. Hold on, Billy. I can't even fucking see.
push Gwingish, go get a Kundrobo, Santa Cilio, go, go, go. The temperature.
Ah, you motherless motherfucker. God damn. It's too hard to fucking see. Oh my God. Stop screen, right? Present. All right, here it is.
Today we had a big contrast in temperature across the UK, just 12 degrees over coastal parts of eastern England with cloudy skies, but in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair to Pwll Gwyngyll, Gorgera Quindrobwll, Llantysilio, Gogogor, the temperature got to 21 Celsius, that's 70 in Fahrenheit.
It's about 60 degrees here. Uh-huh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. So I get this cigarette. Okay. The glare is like. He didn't notice the place name? No, I can't see anything out there. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought I heard him pronounce something kind of fucked up. But I'm like fighting there and Liam Duffy. Yeah, I heard him pronounce something kind of fucked up. So, if that's what you mean, Billy. Yeah, England's kind of fucked up right now from immigration, right? Ain't it? Well, I understand. And you can be locked up for something you say on the internet, or at least fined, right? Fucking police are knocking on your door because you said something they don't like. What the fuck? Yeah, that's true, right? Not Jimmy. It's called. Yeah, I can't. I'm not even going to attempt that. Yeah, I did hear him. So Sheila said, Jimmy, like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, that's wow. Well, they were trying to institute that here. I mean, it started with, like the pronouns and all that kind of shit. And I think in New York, if a landlord or an employer doesn't call one of these idiots by their preferred pronoun, they can be fined up to $100,000 per incident. Now, I don't know if it's ever been enforced, but they passed a law or some kind of ordinance or something in New York City or New York State, maybe. I don't know. Probably New York City. I don't think the whole state would go for that. But yeah, that's really fucked up. You guys in the UK, man, you gotta watch what you say. That's fucking nuts. That is fucking nuts. Like I just wouldn't have social media there. You know what I mean? Like the fuck. Believe me, I'm blocked on Facebook all the time. I'm blocked now. I'm blocked for a day on YouTube. Because I told some dude, you should have to pay for oxygen. So they blocked me for a day. So Billy Blau said they were talking about making a law whereby pub owners would be fined if the staff overheard something that upset them while at work. What? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think I hate to say it, but I think you guys are screwed. If they're controlling your speech like that, because they control your speech so you can't complain. So next comes a bunch of stupid laws that if you're against it, then, Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. Yeah, right. Well, that's what they're doing here with that kid. Public fundraiser. Yep. Kids amassed over $350,000. And it's pretty clear. I mean, yeah, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but the kid admitted to killing him. And the police report and all the witnesses that they talked to, there's nothing about bullying. And even if the kid, how bad could he have been bullied? He was able to grab his knife and kill somebody, and nobody beat him up. Like there's no report of this kid being beat up or having any injuries. So, he was under a school tent where he wasn't supposed to be. He was told to leave. And if he would have just left, that would have been fine. But then, their argument is, well, he don't have the authority to tell him to leave. Yes, he does. He knows the kid ain't in his school. Yeah, leave. Oh, hold up there, Bobbity. Fuck. Why isn't... Okay. Oh, my God. Here we fucking go with this fucking chat shit. Oh, my God. Why the fuck? Yeah, that's on the live chat. So why can't I see... I should be able to see what Bobbity put up. Oh, come on. Yeah, Bobbity, it don't come up in the YouTube chat. Whatever you put up, it don't come up in the YouTube chat. Yeah, don't come up. I can see it in the, the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I can't take it from the StreamYard chat. I can see it there, but it doesn't come up. I have to play videos from the YouTube chat. I don't know why. Billy's came up. I'm on the live chat. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck?
But visit a country after a terrorist attack.
Okay.
After a terrorist attack, you know, the horse has already left the barn. It's cheap. And I was in Istanbul after they had that bombing at the airport. So I went there, and there was a bus supposed to be 50 people. How many people do you think were on the bus?
2.
One.
You.
So I got the whole tour.
And they're like, why are you
the
here?
whole bus, and I stayed at a $300 a night hotel for $30.
Oh my gosh.
I was in Morocco after they chopped off two girls' heads off. And I was on this trail, on the same trail that they were.
So wait, when you read the news of a terrorist attack, you're like, time to hit orbit.
But you get really good deals, and the security is fantastic. So I've gotten flights to Peru, round trip for $280.
And what happened right before that?
Oh, there was probably an earthquake.
So 9/12/2001, you're on a flight to New York. You're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Night out on the town, $75.
So, how about a blowjob?
Getting the nerve to ask such a question? $12 bottle of wine.
Are you crazy? My parents might see.
Come on, who's gonna see us at this hour? I'll return the favor.
Wait, can you imagine if we got caught? Oh my God, what my dad would do to you.
There's nobody around. Everybody's asleep.
No, wait. It's way too risky.
Please. I love you so much.
Actually using a line like that? Another $12 bottle of wine.
Please.
Dad says to go ahead and give him a blowjob. Or I can do it. Or if need be, he'll come down himself and do it. But for God's sake, tell him to take his hand off the intercom.
Having a girlfriend whose father has a sense of humor? Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
I'll be a little bit of a hypocrite here, but it's not. I'll explain why I'm saying it. I don't like guns. I would ban assault weapons in a second. I'm gonna make an exception here for trans people. And if anyone should get guns, it should be trans Americans, okay? Because I'm worried for them. I'm worried that the right-wing lunatics are going to attack them.
As 3 children and 3 adults were shot and killed yesterday in a Nashville grade school. The suspect, 28-year-old Audrey Hale, was also shot and killed by the police. Hale is transgender and a former student of the Covenant School, a private Presbyterian school.
And if anyone should get guns, it should be trans Americans.
Wow. Thanks, Chink. Thanks, Chink. Chunk yogurt. Yep. Yep. Ah, fuck me. I'd be tired. Boom, 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 boom. There we are again, watching that right-wing bullshit again, right? Yeah, that's what AJ would say. He's a fucking moron. Listen, people, I'm going to get out of here. I'm fucking tired. I'm going to get something to eat. All right, people. Till we meet again. Hopefully I can move the fuck out of here so I can stream more. That's what I want to do. So I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Please hit like. Somehow that fucking helps me, I think. And again, I'd like to thank Eleanor for the donation. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all next week. All right. See you on my brother's channel Friday night, but all right, I'll see you. I'm out.